About changing our
Here we go. Yep, we are live. Mustache.
all right. It's Thursday wisdom. Woo!
Hey everybody, what's up?
Woo! Hello everyone. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to ya. Happy Thursday to ya. All right, we got Thursday wisdom, and I'm so excited. My co-host is here.
I'm right here.
Say hi.
Hey everybody.
So today we're going to talk about passion and profit. Okay? Yes. Hey, beauty lover. Woo! How you doing? All right, beauty lovers in the house. You know I'm doing these lives, girl. I need some of their lip gloss.
Oh, you look good enough already, girl. Stop.
Everybody talks about how great her lip gloss is.
Oh yeah.
I got to get some. Yes. All right. So we're talking about passion and profit. So Beauty Lover has a wonderful business. She does beauty products, candles, and everything. And I know she is really passionate about what she does. Okay. And so today we're talking about how do you turn that passion into money? Cha-ching. Yes, money. Woo, she said she's sending me some. Thank you. Ooh, I'm gonna be so excited. All right, so first let's talk about what does passion mean? Like, what does passion mean to you?
Besides feeling good?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Which is true, right?
Okay.
If you are passionate about something, you feel good. I feel good.
We're not talking about that kind of passion, though. Okay, we're talking about other kind of passion. Okay,
right, not right. Not the sensual passion. We're talking about the prosperous passion.
Passion is passion.
That's true.
Both of them feel good.
They do feel good.
Okay, all right. So, passion. Passion is when you are uniquely aligned with your inner being.
Yes.
When you're doing things that's essentially the core essence of who you are.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when all those things are lined up, when you're really, really performing in that space of who you really are, that's when all of the energy explodes and things get amplified and intensified and creates a whole lot of things that you really want.
Yeah. And sometimes passion comes and is revealed differently for different people. So for me, hey, Bunny. Woo,
what's up, Bunny?
Hi, Bunny. Bunny.
I'll say hi to you. I won't sing. I'll leave that for her.
But so for me, I discovered my passion. I took a siesta from school. I was in college. I was studying psychology and sociology. And I took one class for it. I thought it was going to be fun. It was diet and nutrition, but it was the medical science behind diet and nutrition. Hated it.
I wasn't having fun either.
No.
Not with that.
And so I realized, oh my God, I'm in the wrong major. This isn't my calling. And so I worked at a bank for the summer and I really liked it. And I had all these business owners coming in, open up bank accounts, getting loans and stuff. And so I said, well, I'm going to just take an accounting course. And I took an accounting course, aced it. Like I didn't even have to take the final. It was like, you did so good, you don't have to take the final. So it was like I discovered what I was really, truly good at.
Okay.
So that was like my passion. And I spent my whole career in accounting and finance. I went back to school. I got my master's degree in accounting, and I spent my whole career in accounting. And it was fun because I was doing what I loved, but I really wasn't in like an environment though that cultivated passion for me. It gave me excitement. It gave me drive. I excelled. I got awards. You see all my awards back there. I got awards. But I think right now today I'm like truly flowing in that space of being what you were saying, in touch with my inner being and flowing. So what was your passion? How did you discover your passion?
I My first glimpse was when I was 16. That was my first job site. Wasn't legal, but I was there. Uh, Now, as a licensed general contractor, I realize that anybody 16 should not be on a job site. So, but I worked a small job. I can't even remember how it came about, but I do remember the thrill and excitement of being a part. We were building apartment buildings.
Wow.
Which is really like, now
That's
that I
big
think
time.
about it, like hell to the no, 16 years old. No. Anyways, but I was there.
You were very mature.
Yeah.
I
was there, and it was just for a summer job. And then
So what did you do?
I was doing framing.
Wow.
We were literally working on the second level, but the subfloor was not installed yet. So we were walking across the beams, like the ceiling joist, where if you take a wrong step, you go through. Yeah, that kind. But it was exciting and it was fun. And then I took architectural classes, drafting classes. My first job before high school ended was as a design draftsman. So
Wow.
I was doing drafting things on tables and paper. And then I joined the military, the Army, and my first assignment was carpentry and masonry.
I think, you know what I think?
Hmm.
I think sometimes if people are willing to look at what did you do when you were a kid, like when you had
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, what was
Yeah,
it?
what
It was log cabin, the little log houses that you built. I
Yes,
had
I
those when I
remember
was little.
those. All
Yeah.
right, who remembers that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
That's what I remember when
Lincoln Logs or
yes,
something like that.
yes, Lincoln Logs. Yeah, I
Yes.
had so much fun doing that,
Yes.
and not knowing that my life path would
Would
evolve in
get
that
you there.
space.
Yep.
Yeah,
So for me, I played store. So I had a Sears catalog, and I would pretend customers were shopping through the catalog. They
right.
would pick out what they want, and I had to ring it up on the register.
Yeah.
So I had a fake register, it was a calculator.
Mhm.
I had fake money. I made the money, and I used
Okay.
to count the money
Oh my
and
God.
hand out the money.
Wow.
Yes, I think
Wow.
if you really are stuck on how do you connect with your passion, just think about what did you do when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Like what
Yeah.
gave you joy?
Yeah, because the stuff when we were kids, where we didn't have responsibilities and we didn't have to take care of bills and stuff like
Yes.
that, or take care of kids for that
Right.
matter. No, just whatever it is that you found yourself having fun doing.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah. Bunny says even as a child, she knew she wanted to help people.
yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Oh, talk about the catalog. Sears catalog. Y'all know Sears had a big, thick catalog
Yes, they did.
for the whole year, and you could
Yeah.
order anything out of that catalog. And I used to have fun because you could order, equipment.
Yeah.
You could order furniture,
Yeah. I fantasize looking at the catalogs too about stuff that I wanted to buy.
like tools,
Well,
or just anything.
anything. One was it was a go-kart.
Oh wow!
Yeah, a go-kart.
Now
I
you get
remember
a go-kart in the catalog. That's
yes,
crazy.
that was crazy. But yeah.
Yeah. So really finding your passion is connecting with your inner child. It's like all the resistance is eliminated and you just honor that inner being. And so Beauty Lover, she loves glamorous things and she loves lip gloss and things, but she
Right.
does it at another level, right?
Mhm.
So her lip gloss feels good, something special about what she creates. And so I'm talking about it like I have some. But she said summer's coming. Summer's on the way. But I hear everybody talking about it. So I know it must be good. And
Does she
so,
have a Ko-fi page?
no, beauty lover, come on now. Let's get your stuff
come
up
on.
on coffee. Get a coffee shop.
Okay.
Yes. So, what are the things you should avoid when you're identifying your passion? What should you avoid? What's the big thing to avoid?
Well, we as mature adults and responsible adults prioritize the money.
Yeah.
When we place money as the important factor, money over passion,
Mm.
that's when we lose.
Yes. That's when
Yeah.
you get up every day and go to the job you hate and you got this knot
Mhm.
in your stomach and you
Yeah.
hate to go.
Mm. Damn, that ain't fun. That don't even sound fun.
Yeah.
No. No. And yeah, you have to be bold and you have to have courage
Yes.
to decide to do the thing that you are passionate about. And yes, you still have to be responsible because if you have bills, you have bills.
Right.
You have to take care of your responsibilities,
Right.
but you have to create an overlap, a transitional
Yes.
overlap to where your passion is an infant and you nurture it and you feed it and you cultivate it and you grow it. And eventually it becomes bigger than your responsibility of having a
Right. Because the
job.
money's just flowing
The
in.
money starts
Because
flowing
this is
in.
what I believe. Dollars follow
Yes,
value.
it does.
And value follows passion. When you're passionate about something, you create something of value.
Hmm.
And then when you create something of value, dollars follow. And
Yeah.
I think, I'm with you, right? So I had a sense of responsibility. So I got a government job and I helped manage budgets for many cities in
Mhm.
my career. And that was the responsible part. But the fun thing was working with staff, doing spreadsheets, balancing the numbers, making sure those budgets tie,
Right.
cutting budgets if we had to, and then doing team buildings with the staff and having fun. So I found joy in what I was doing, but I was still being responsible.
Mhm.
And then I'll be honest, when I found the cash stuffing community, I found a whole new passion.
She changed.
Yes. And I was like, okay, y'all, I love this government stuff, but this is like next level joy. I get to bring messages to people. I get to share the information I've learned over the years.
Yeah.
So my passion evolved.
Yeah.
Yeah, over
Exactly.
time. So anyway, we wanted to just make sure that everybody understood what their passion is. Beauty Lover says, I have a coffee shop, but not ones you're on. Okay, well then let's get the link on here so we can get
Pop
to
that up. Go ahead and type it in.
yeah, type in
Put it
that,
up there.
type it in,
Put
type
it
it
up
in
there.
so we can find your coffee shop. All right, so step one, how do you turn that passion, right?
Mhm.
You had this passion for construction.
Yes.
You did it at 16 and
Right.
you really got hooked.
Yeah.
How do you now turn that into profit? What's step one to that?
Step one is believing in yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself
Yeah. You
right from the start.
Why does it seem like we're about to get into a musical like Disney or something? I don't know. Just trust and believe. I will
Just
not start a
believe.
sing along with her. We won't do that. So and then we'll come back to the actual scene after she's done singing. No, it is literally, yes, believe in yourself, trust in yourself,
Yes.
and respect yourself and admire yourself and look in the mirror and say, you the shit.
You the bomb.
Well,
Yes.
the bomb, whatever you want to
Yes.
say, is your private conversation. You have that conversation, but you feed yourself till you believe that you are the best.
Yes, that is so important.
Yeah.
I used to wonder sometimes why my bosses wouldn't like automatically pick me when they were going to be out of the office, right? Why wouldn't they pick me to be in the acting role? I was obviously clearly the best pick in my mind.
Yeah.
But I did not realize that the boss is only going to see me the way I see myself.
Yes.
And so I had to see myself as a city manager. I had to see myself at the higher level in order to have others see me in that way.
Right. And part of that is self-awareness. Really being in tune with who you are,
Yeah.
where you are, and what you're passionate about.
Yeah.
If you're not even aware of that, then what are you doing?
Right. And
Yeah.
when you start operating in your passion,
Hmm.
it's kind of like a confidence just comes with that.
It does. Yeah.
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 And you have to tell you, listen, this is stuff you telling yourself. I knew some of us, we grew up, don't be so arrogant, don't be
Mm.
cocky,
Stuck on
don't be
yourself.
stuck on yourself. Oh my God. In school, you would get beat up. But from in Philly, anybody that just knew they was the stuff, they better know how to fight.
Yeah.
Because people would try to, bring you down.
Yeah.
And that is so old school. You got to tell yourself what you look in the mirror and tell yourself, and nobody else listening, nobody else is there, and tell yourself how fine you
Hmm.
are, how successful you are, how smart you are, how intelligent you are.
Yeah.
You're a rock star.
Yeah. Um, Being confident is a learned behavior.
It is.
It is, because there's so much in our society today that teaches us otherwise. Get in line with everybody
Right.
else. You're no different than anybody else. Those kind of
Hmm.
things are
You getting
ingrained in
too
the.
big for your britches.
Yeah, stop smelling yourself and all of that. Yeah,
And all of that is
yeah,
just language to keep us small.
yeah. But one thing the army taught me was being confident in myself, being sure, speaking in a sense, speaking assertively when I give an answer, even if I'm unsure of the answer, say it like it's the damn answer.
Yeah.
Like that is the textbook answer. Even if I doubt it or if I'm not sure, say it like it's the real answer. And you get used to speaking that way, it teaches you to speak with confidence and assertively.
He does that all the time. He does that with his clients, his and the kids. Sometimes they'll ask him a question and he'll answer it and they believe him. They're like, oh, okay. And I'm like, honey, you do not know.
Right off the dome.
I was like, you don't know that for sure. He was like, well, what I do know is this. But he speaks with such confidence that you just,
Yeah.
you subscribe to his channel. You like, okay, I'm with you.
But what it does is when you speak with confidence, you move with confidence and you act with confidence. You make decisions. In order to be successful, you have to make decisions.
Yes.
If you're playing it safe so you don't make the wrong decision, you will not be successful.
Yes, beauty
You will
lover
not.
said, say it with your chest.
That's right.
That's right,
That's
beauty
right.
lover.
That's right.
Say it with your chest.
Yes, that's
Stand up
exactly
and be
right.
recognized.
That's right. And because
Yes.
you have to make decisions. As for me, as a business owner, it's it's me.
Right.
I have to make decisions. I can't look left and look right and say, well, what do you guys think? No,
No.
no, it's me.
Yes. And the customer, I like this point that you made when you and I were talking. You said the customer or your boss, one or the other, they subscribe to you, the person, not
Yes.
always so much your skill.
Nope.
You
Mm-mm.
could be the most skilled person out there, but if you walk around with your head down, your shoulders over,
Mm.
and you don't operate with confidence, they don't subscribe to that. They don't,
No.
they like, yeah, Johnny, all right. We give him a little assignment, he stick us over there.
Yeah.
Or, clients will go with the next contractor
Mm-hmm.
who's, comes in there like he's Rocky, dun, 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 dun. And they go, we're gonna go with Rocky here, Kevin. So they buy into who you are,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
then you let your skills show
Yeah.
them that the
Yeah.
skills back you up.
They do.
The
Yeah.
skills back up your
Right.
confidence.
Because confidence without skill, whoo,
Ooh.
that's dangerous. That is dangerous. Um, Years ago, I encountered a quote unquote general contractor. Then I found out he was not licensed. He was just
Mm,
faking the phone.
mm.
And he was talking the talk. But as I started intermixing with him, I was like, what the hell are you doing? That ain't right. What are you doing? So he was speaking with confidence, but
but
he
he
didn't
didn't have the skill.
know.
So that is, yes, that is the brings us to point 2, which is you have to continually develop your
Please
skills.
do that. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, because if your passion is going to create profit,
Mm-hmm.
dollars follow value.
Yeah.
The only way you're going to bring value is that you hone your skills. You do research.
Mm-hmm.
You go to, as you call it, YouTube University.
Yay. Subscribe. Get your tuition paid for.
Yes.
Yes.
Go to conferences. Read. We have reached a generation where folks don't read
Mm-mm.
anymore, but there's so much information in reading. I'm reading a book. I wish I had it down here, called Essentialism, and I'm learning so much from it. After my long career in finance, I'm reading this book called Essentialism, and I'm like, wow, I did a lot of things that weren't essential over the years, but that's okay. I now get to spend the next 70 years of my life being essential. So always hone those skills.
Yeah.
What do you do, huh?
So years ago, when I was starting out, and someone would ask me, "Hey, do you do what XYZ?" And I would just say, "Yep, sure do. I can take care of that for you, no problem." And schedule a date for it, and then go study my butt off and figure it out. And
Yeah.
and then but you have to have, number one, you have to have confidence. That's one. um, don't bite off more than what you
Right.
can
You
really
have to have
chew.
some core knowledge.
Yeah, you have to have some
Yes.
core knowledge to say, okay, I know how to do that, I know how to do that, I can take those and compose it into this.
Yes.
That is the essence of using your knowledge to expand your
Yes.
scope.
Yes. Now that's how we first met. Right?
That is how we first met.
Yes. So
Yes.
I was a church administrator, and we hired him for a few jobs, and they were jobs he did really well, efficient, quick. I was like, and he was good on the eyes.
Yes.
So
baby oil was my friend. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. It was Vaseline.
he ain't. He used to wear his muscle shirts and then oil up. So like a movie star contractor.
I was generating business.
And it worked. So,
okay, all right. I wouldn't have been in church like that. Or maybe I was. Yeah, I was.
Yes.
Yeah, I had
but church wasn't open.
Okay.
It was closed. But anyway, so we had a small fire at the church, electrical, and it was like, oh my God. Well, the building was old and it needed a whole new electrical panel.
Yeah.
And so I called him in and I was like, hey, can you change out a panel?
And I said, sure, I can.
And I believed him. The small jobs he did were efficient and great. But you had to do some research, right?
Oh, certainly I
yes,
did. Absolutely. Yes. And I took care of it, did it by the book, did it the right way.
Yep.
And was successful. And everything was good.
Sure was. And that's when he wanted me over, because I was like, Lord, if you mess this project up, my job is on the line.
She called herself coming and checking on the contractor to see how things were going.
Yeah, that was my job.
It was right after I pulled the old panel out and I had all the wires that
everywhere,
but they were all labeled for me to know where they go.
It was wires
and
everywhere.
I had them all just like somebody's hair was wild. And when she came in, I was like, okay, now which one is this?
It wasn't funny. I was like, my job. But he got it together.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. So sometimes we have to stretch ourselves, but we have to do it with wisdom.
Yes.
We have to do it with wisdom. We have to get educated, watch online videos, read books. Bunny says, I have to take online classes for my job. Yes. Some jobs like mine in finance, we had to do what's called continuing education.
Yep.
And so we had to always attend conferences and sign up to make sure they were clear. We had taken the time, and I'm sure, Bunny's in the field of education. That's the same thing, right? You can't do your job effectively if you don't take, online classes and stay up to date with like teaching methods and stuff like that. So yes, definitely want to hone your skills. Yes.
Mhm.
So that when you walk with confidence, you could back it up.
Yeah. Just to clarify,
Yes.
I was not playing around an electrical panel, not knowing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I did have an understanding of electricity and the flow of current and the laws of electricity, because there are laws of
Yes.
electricity.
Yes. Or you
Yeah.
will get electrocuted.
Yes. And it's not pleasant.
But
But understanding what you're embarking on,
yes.
having some general understanding about some do's and don'ts,
Right.
that's important. And for contractors, there is not a requirement, just so you guys know, there is not a requirement for continued education.
Right. So you do that on your own.
You do that on
Yeah.
your own.
I guess the state feels like if your work is being inspected by the city or the county,
Hmm.
then you by default learn, right?
Yeah,
You have
because
to stay current.
if you're not current about code changes and things like
Right.
that,
You will not get your
you will
project
find
approved.
out that you're not up to date when you don't pass an inspection.
You sure will.
Yeah,
Or some people unfortunately break the law and they
they don't
don't
get
get the
permits and stuff.
inspections.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
But
anyway,
anyway.
that's a different story. All right.
Ooh, all
Where
right.
we at?
So we are moving on to step 3. So we are talking about step 3 on how to take your passion and turn it into profit. And so the next thing is build a brand around your passion. You got to have a
Okay.
brand. Beauty lover, that's her thing. Beauty lover.
Hmm.
She is into beauty. That's
Right.
her branding. And so uh Bunny, her thing is education. Even when she does her channel, I told her she looked just like a teacher up there on her channel because
Yes, he
she
does.
teaching people how to do cash stuff and
Yeah,
she teaching them how to save. She was like,
yeah.
it don't matter. When should you start? Today. That's what when should you start saving?
Today,
Today.
right? Today.
So yes, you want to build a brand around your passion. So your branding is like dream home renovations.
Yes,
Yeah. So
that's
dream home, you build
yeah.
dream homes.
Yeah, that's the name of my company, Dream Home Renovations. And I sat for a long time figuring out that name,
Mm-hmm.
because I take visions and convert them into reality.
Yes.
And
That's a dream.
yes, it's a
Yes.
dream, and I deal with homes, and
Yes.
and I renovate them. And that is what's passionate for me, is to go into someone's home and they trust me enough to take a temporary possession of their home
Mm-hmm.
and convert it,
Right.
tear it apart,
Yeah.
and then rebuild it.
Yes.
Literally, kitchens are completely gone in one day.
Yeah.
Like everything's gone all the way down to the studs. There's no floor. You can look down into the crawl space of the house, and then start from scratch and
Yeah.
redo everything all over again. And that's a huge amount of trust, and I love doing that.
And that brand, it works because when your clients are happy and then they tell other friends and
Yes.
family about, and they go, oh, you got to call Kevin, Dream Home Renovations.
Yeah.
They go, oh, Dream Home Renovation.
Yeah.
Like that just sounds catchy. Like, oh yeah, I need to call him. And then they brag about you. So your branding
Yeah,
has been
that does
created.
happen a lot.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
your branding has actually been created through the level of expertise that you operate in too.
True.
You're
Yes.
known for doing like 5-star
Yeah.
quality work.
Yeah. And it's okay, so I'm running a business, and I'm gonna get personal. I guess we're already being personal. So uh I'm running a business, and so the business aspect of things, you have to be organized.
Yes.
You have to be organized, and just specifically in my field, projects for some contractors take months and months and months because they're not
Organize.
organized, and they don't plan things out accordingly. My calendar, everything's lined up. Boom, 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 boom. Some things overlap each other, and I'm in and out in a kitchen in 4 weeks.
Wow.
In four
Yeah.
weeks.
And I know some of my friends, coworkers from work, So I can't really sell my husband at work, right? So they tell me about their contractors and months, right? Just to redo a bathroom or a kitchen, 2-3 months.
And I'd be wondering, what the hell are they doing?
What a nightmare. But I think what you said, they don't organize, and they always want to start the next job and start the next job.
Yeah, no.
So they start a new job because they don't want to lose the customer.
Right.
But then once you start it, then the customer has to wait till they finish because their place is all tore up.
Right.
But yeah, so you establish this brand that people will know you by. And so think about, what is it that you want to create? What type of teacher do you want to be? Beauty Lover's known for this quality lip gloss that feels good. As Tanya, the nightlife is in the house.
Hey, Tanya.
Hey, Tanya. We're talking about turning your passion into profit. Yes, Tanya. Come on in the room, girl. Yes, so we defined what passion is. We had a good time talking about passion. We talked about step 1, which is really being self-aware, being confident, operating the way that you know you can operate in with confidence, because that's what people buy into. They buy into your confidence. They don't know your skills until you actually get started.
That's true.
But they're going to buy into initially your confidence. When they interview you, they're interviewing your confidence, not your skill, because how do they know? Well, how do they know whether you can do the job or not? Because the way you are confidently speaking to them. And then step 2, we talked about, was developing the skill, because now that you got the job, whether it's you're self-employed, or if you're an employee, either way, once you get that job, then your skills have to deliver what your confidence portrayed. Yes. Your skills must deliver what your confidence portrayed.
That's right.
Back it up. Back it up. Yes. And so, so we're talking about once that you can do anything, right, to build your skills today. There's so many resources out there, conferences, YouTube videos, online courses. I mean, the sky's the limit on how to enhance your skill set. And you're excited about doing it because it's your passion. It's got to be your passion. If not, it feels like heavy. It feels laborious.
There is money to be made when you are operating in a space of passion.
Yeah. Dollars follow value, guys. Write it down. Dollars follow value. And so then you build your brand so that everybody knows this is what you do. You got to build your brand. You got to put it out there. My husband, his branding is Dream Home Renovations. He creates dream homes for people. My branding, I really do my four budget 4, FOUR success. And I went and talked about how my 4 really is talking about, being financially responsible for your family, right? It's in my little description all the time. Looking for opportunities to invest, to learn, to budget, right? Unity, because when you are managing your finances and you're budgeting for success, there's unity in the family because everybody's winning.
I feel closer to you.
I know, right? After all that budgeting and all that,
right?
Yeah, we go on vacation debt free. That's unity.
That's fun.
That's unity. Yes. And then for me, the R was retirement. And so I really, teach about how do you get ready for retirement. I want everybody to retire early. I told Bunny, we on this track, Bunny. We're going to get you retired so you can enjoy life.
So were you saying the 4 FOUR is an acronym?
It's an acronym. FOUR. It's part of my branding. Yeah. But why do I do this? Because I want people to subscribe. I want people to enroll in the coaching program or whatever I have to offer, right? That's that dollars follow value. Yeah. Bringing that value. Woo. So we are jamming.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep
so
it going.
let's do step 4.
Okay.
Step 4.
Okay.
Hey, what we're going to do for step 4? Oh, wait, no, step 4. Networking. Yes. Let me tell you, networking. You have a great networking story. when we moved from our previous
Mm-hmm.
city to the current city,
Mm-hmm.
and how you grew your business from
Yeah, from
one
one.
client,
Yes.
because he moved. I mean, because we moved and his
Right.
business had to move.
Yeah, and it was a good distance, 70 miles
Yeah,
one
you
way.
were not driving 70 miles to
No,
do a job.
no. I had people calling me, in my previous city asking me to do jobs. I was like, "Oh, too far." But before, well, we moved, and then I had to commute back and forth to finish renovating the bathroom in the old house. And while I was doing that, um, a neighbor, their son, an adult son, who lived
In LA.
in LA,
Yeah.
about 10 minutes from our new house, wanted me to renovate their bathroom.
Yep.
And so I took the job and I did his bathroom. He referred me to his friend, and his friend wanted me to do his kitchen. And then I did his kitchen. And then our neighbor that where we were renting at, he knew a designer and he connected me with the designer. Designer went by and looked at the kitchen that I just finished. And the designer started pushing all of his designs to me
To you. Yeah.
just from looking at the work that I did, because I was working completely by myself.
Yeah.
And he looked at what I did and he was like, let's meet. And we sat and had coffee at Starbucks. And he started pushing all of his designs to me. And it's like from there, one to the next, to the next, to the next, to the
Yes.
next. And then after I started doing several different jobs, other previous customers started pushing their friends towards me. And it's like,
It was like
um,
a tree with branches. It
yes,
started out with one branch and then it just
yep,
kept growing.
yeah,
And that's what networking is.
yes, it is.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
making connections with people. So,
Hmm.
he connected with our neighbor in our new location and he was
Yep.
like, "Yeah, I'm having my home rebuilt and all." And so, yes, Tanya, yep, it's that's how the networking
Yes, it
is.
is. Yeah.
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 Bunny and I got monetized by networking. Bunny reached out to me and she was like, "Girl, come on, we're gonna do this. We're
Hmm.
gonna do this. We're gonna get people to sign up for our channel. We're getting to 1,000 subscribers." And so that was networking. And let me tell you, the cat stuffing community,
That's a network.
that's a whole network.
Yeah, it is.
Y'all, we could take over YouTube if we wanted to, because that is one tight network. We could break the whole algorithm.
But networking, having the right people in your space
Yes.
so that you can capitalize on the opportunities to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still requires you to act,
Hmm.
requires you to speak up. It requires you to voice your thoughts. It requires you to be confident in the moment when it starts unfolding in front of you, you have to step in and assume the position like it belongs to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to build your
Hmm.
network. You build your team. You have a team now. You were
I
working
do.
by yourself and now you have a team.
Yeah. For many, many years, I was all by myself and I would literally do every last bit of the work from the floor to the roof, every last bit of it,
Everything.
everything by myself. But today I have a very prominent team, very dependable people that love to work with me, work for
They
me.
love him.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. They
and
said, for you, Kevin, we come.
yes.
They will stop what they're doing. They could have another job
Yeah,
going
I
on.
know. I had my tile setter tell me he works for, I guess this probably somebody won't figure this out, but he works for one other contractor, general contractor, and he says, when you call me, I stop what I'm doing and I come to your job. He says,
Yeah.
I told the other guy. I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
He says because I like working for you because you're organized, everything is always ready, and it's fun when I'm working in your projects.
Right. And
You
that's building a good network.
Yes.
When you have people
Yeah.
that appreciate what you bring to the table,
Yeah.
don't put people in your network that not
Mm.
supposed to be in your
Mm-mm.
network,
No, no,
because
no.
they will tear you
No.
down
No.
And that's not what you want. So you
No.
only want people in your network that are going to speak positive of you,
Yes.
push you forward, help you
Yes.
grow, help you
Yes.
learn. Iron sharpens
Yes,
iron.
it does.
I am very selective on who's in my network, my
Yes.
immediate network
Yeah.
anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
So be very selective, because remember, you're operating with your self-confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And so if you're confident in what you're doing, then people that are around you, they're going to believe in you. They're going to
Mm-hmm.
be like, I want to be connected to her. I
Yeah.
want to connect to see what she's talking about. What is she doing?
Yeah.
Yes. So that's what networking. Yes, one bad apple in the network will rotten. Amen.
Hey, it
Amen.
will. It
That
will.
is, now that's one of them old school sayings that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. So there's one thing I wanted to mention
Mhm.
is your environment, whether you're a business owner or you're an employee. Um, so when you're an employee, they interview you for a job, right? You should be interviewing the employer
Yes.
to decide if it
That's
is the right environment
environment
for
for
you,
you. Amen.
if it's going to foster your ability to grow,
Yes.
if it's going to create harmony for you,
Yes.
happiness. Yes, your environment exudes happiness. It can. It can either be happiness or stressful.
Yes.
When a customer wants, my past customers say, "Can I pass your number?" I always say, "Yes, pass my number freely, and then I'll decide if I'm doing business with them."
Yes. So you don't do business with everybody.
No, I do
Yes.
not.
Yes.
Absolutely. In 5 minutes of a conversation, I am able to decide if I'm doing business with them. And it has nothing to do with their project, it
No.
has everything to do with the person.
Yes.
If their energy is not right,
Right. Then it's not worth it.
no, because I have to be in their home for weeks in
Well,
their
it's
space.
in anything, right? If
Yes.
you're operating in what's your passion and you're loving your
Oh,
passion,
I'm,
and you put some bad apple, as
mm-mm,
Tanya says,
no.
you put a bad apple around you, that's gonna mess up your
No,
passion.
that's
Yeah.
like being at a party and having a party pooper there right tagged along your side. No,
Right.
get out of here. No,
Complaining the whole time you're at the party and you're trying to
quibbling and
have fun.
come on, we going home yet?
Right. That's the
I rode
drag.
with you. We leaving yet? No, no. If
Yes.
you're in your space of passion, make sure your
Be
environment.
protective of it.
Yes, yes, you
And
have to.
don't think you have to stay,
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
because life is too short.
Oh no.
Put a plan together.
Yes.
Don't just jump and leap and you don't know where you're
Be
jumping.
responsible.
Be responsible,
Yeah.
but put a plan together. But don't ever feel like you're stuck, because you're denying yourself the profit that could come along with when you're flowing freely in your passion.
Yeah.
I made more money, but I switched jobs many, many years ago. And I was like, oh, it's not going to be that big of an increase. But then that particular city had huge increases, salary increases the following year. And
Mhm.
so it actually ended up being a huge income jump. But I was flowing differently. I was like really enjoying myself. I got
Yeah.
promoted while I was in that
Mhm.
job. I made more money. I just was like, whoo, I was gliding. And, whereas before it was kind of a little bit of a struggle to, I was working 24 hours sometimes
Mhm.
without getting any sleep, working on trying to get projects done.
Mm.
But I became more wise as time went on, and I started to be more selective. And so this one job for networking, talk about networking, man, I went and interviewed 2 or 3 times.
Mhm.
And even though they were interviewing me, I was interviewing them as well. Like, is this a move that we want to make? Because we're about to
Right.
move the whole family.
Right.
And so you have to be selective and be confident and understand that
Mhm.
if you can really flow freely, what profit comes with that?
Yeah. When you are flowing without friction,
Yes.
man, that's when the momentum starts.
Yes.
And I know I'm talking about physics, but jump on board with me, walk with me, because it's like if you are just gliding along, as you said, and you're just shifting and moving and evolving into the space of that is most optimum for you,
Mm-hmm.
that's when your prosperity becomes the whole passion.
Exponential.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
It explodes.
Yes.
It explodes, and it becomes more than what you ever thought imaginable.
Yes. And that's when you get to the
Yeah.
space where we're at step 5, where you monetize. You starting to
Yes.
monetize your passion.
Yes. Yeah.
You find avenues that help you generate wealth. They
Yeah.
align with your passion and they resonate with whoever your customer is, whether it's your
Mhm.
job or whether it's your clients,
Mhm.
right? You
Yeah.
start to connect with them
Mhm.
because you're in that flow.
Yeah.
So the other thing on monetizing your passion, right? Because you want to look with, okay, this is what I love to do. Now, how do I make money doing it?
Right.
How does that flow start coming in? And it could start out small amounts. Because
It does. It
when you
does.
rebuilt your business,
Yeah. It started
it
off
started off
small.
slow.
It started
Yep.
off small.
But it grew.
Yes, and the speed in which it grows is
Yes.
governed by
By
you.
you.
It
Yes.
is. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you also want to be sure to diversify your income
Yes.
stream.
Yes.
So you're passionate, like, what would you say? Like, is electrical work like your like number one passion? Or
You know,
plumbing, or which one would be like the highest level?
that's a tough one. That's a tough one because it just depends on how I feel that day. I'm just I'm being honest. I'm being honest, but um, plumbing is a little more physical, a little more physically challenging, but electrical is a little more mentally challenging.
There you go.
And then there's all other things to
All
go.
yeah,
Yeah, all other
the
trades.
framing
Yeah,
and
the
all that.
framing, the
And
drywall,
that's where
whatever.
you diversify your
Yes.
income.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Exactly.
diversify it
Yeah.
so you can still be in the lane of your passion,
Hmm.
but it's not coming from just one source.
No.
You're
No.
not just relying
No.
on any electrical jobs or
No.
plumbing jobs
Mm-mm,
or
no.
framing jobs.
That's why I decided to be a general contractor. And the licensing process was a little more demanding
Hmm.
than a select trade because I'm required to know all the trades. And that's what worked for me.
Right.
That's what made me feel good. It's about whatever it is that makes you feel good. There are some people that only do electrical all day, every day, and they love it.
But I would still say they probably diversify their
Yes,
income,
yes,
right?
yes,
Because
they
there's
do.
different levels of
Yes,
electrical jobs. Yeah,
absolutely.
all I
Yeah.
know is, and I work for many organizations, private and public,
Hmm.
government, and diversification is key.
It is. Yeah.
Diversification in your investments and diversification in your revenue sources.
Absolutely.
No agency relies on one source of revenue.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Never.
No.
And even when I worked and had a job, I had a ball this past year.
You said that like past tense. You worked and had a job. You
Yeah,
had a job.
I
Does that
did.
mean you retired?
I retired.
Okay. All
I'm
right. Just
retired
wanted
now.
just
But
wanted to
yes,
reiterate that.
yes. But when I was working, I also, did coaching.
Mm-hmm.
So I made income on the side. I wrote a book, so I had book
Mm-hmm.
sales coming in.
Yep.
Um, just different things that help me, not only just bring in extra income,
Mm-hmm.
but just have fun, to
Yeah.
enjoy having fun.
Yeah. You gotta have fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I told our son, if you're not having fun, then what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, life is too short for that.
Yeah.
I realized that when my mom passed, I was like, whoa, this is real. Like nothing
Mm-hmm.
she had could go with her.
Nope.
So the only thing she had were her experiences.
Yes.
So did you enjoy life to the fullest? Because that's all you have when you leave this
Right.
earth,
Yeah.
are those experiences. So yes, you got to have fun. And then our final step 6, is perseverance.
Yes.
You got to stick to it.
Yep.
Don't give up. Amen. Like, yes, life is too short,
Yes, it
Tanya.
is. It
Yes.
sure is.
So perseverance, be committed to yourself
Mm-hmm.
first.
Yeah.
Be committed to yourself first, and then be willing to do whatever it takes to really flow in that passion.
When nobody else is looking, do what you do.
Yes,
It's,
yes.
it's just for you. It's really for you.
Nobody else.
No, if you put into yourself, and you care about other people, they will reap the benefits of you putting into yourself.
Right.
They will get the residual effects of that.
Right. It's
So
it's the overflow.
yes, it's
It's the
overflow.
overflow.
My goodness.
Because
Yes,
you're
it
just
is.
doing your thing, you're having fun, you're in the space, and you're persevering, you keep it going.
Yep.
I always remember this was from The Secret, right? And they were telling the story of a seedling that's starting to sprout. But when the seedling sprouts, you can't see from above the soil.
Nope.
Because the seedling's buried under the dirt and it's sprouting. And you don't know that it's sprouting. And right when it gets to the top of the soil, where it's about to poke through the soil and you start to see this flower bloom, you give up. And when you give up, that little seedling dies because it wasn't watered, it wasn't taken care of. But if you just keep persevering, next thing you know, you have this giant green stalk. It's going all the way to the top. Yeah. So don't give up. Yes, that's what Bunny says. Don't give up. So keep going, keep pursuing your dreams. Remember why you're doing what you're doing, because it's for fun, it's enjoyment, it's for being prosperous. But always keep going. Don't give up. One of the things that my dad shared with me that I learned, he said, baby, if you make your vocation your vacation, you never work a day in your life.
Nope.
My dad is 84. Yes, and he is still working full time, and he loves every minute of what he does. He goes, I have the greatest job on earth. I'm making money and I love what I do. And he is 84 years old, goes to work every day and loves life.
That's the jam.
Yes. Can you imagine? Because you think by 84, you just sitting around somewhere. He said, no, that type of retirement is a death sentence. He's like, I ain't sitting around. I'll die. He's like, I got to keep going. Yes, yes. Thanks, Bunny. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yes, we went through all of our steps. Yes, 84. And he is, we're going to have him on the live one week.
Yeah.
That would be fun. Because when you talk to him, you think I'm over the top. He's really over the top.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. And he watches our videos too. He stays connected. Well, that's all we have for today.
That's it.
Yes, we hope you guys took some notes. We gave you 6 steps on how to turn your passion into profit, how to build wealth, how to live life. Yes, Tanya, we're going to have him on the line. 84 years old, he will get you pumped. You'll be like, I can do it. I can do it. Yeah. So we will make that happen.
Yeah. Oh, we're going skydiving again.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
With my dad.
Oh, yeah.
And my son.
Yes. He will be 18.
Yes. And he can't wait to go skydiving. So. And my 84-year-old dad is about to go skydiving. You talk about carpe diem.
Yes.
And they tried to tell him, they said, Otis, why would you go skydiving? Anything could happen. And he said, if I die, I'm going to die a happy man. He's like, I'm going to have fun. So he is going skydiving. Now, me, y'all, I'm be on the ground with the camera videotaping the events because mama is not getting in no airplane. Somebody got to be on the ground.
The point is to capture those moments that you love and have passion for.
Yes. Yeah. And I have passion to take my family skydiving and not to be skydiving. But I'm there. I'm cheering them on. I am there to cheer them on. Okay. But yeah, live life with the fullest and have life be more than you could ever imagine. Yeah. I want you to be able to say that one day you're laying down and you go, you know what? My life is more than I could have ever imagined. Yeah. Man, to be able to lay your head down and say that is the most fulfilling feeling ever. And it starts with really pursuing your passion. Yeah. All right, guys, that's all we have for today.
All right. Woo! Well, that was fun. I love you guys.
Yes, we love you. Yes, Bunny, you gonna be on the ground with me. We're gonna be like, here's the camera. We're gonna videotape. Because we're not going up to that air. No, no. We love you guys. Thank you so much for joining the live,
Yep.
and we appreciate you.
See you next time.
All right.